One of the most difficult things about being a reporter is reporting the truth because most people cannot handle the truth, as we learned from some great old Jack Nicholson films, but that's not the point. In that Navy situation, he was not telling the truth because people, as he said, couldn't handle the truth, and the truth is that is true. People do not want to handle the truth that is true. They don't want to know what is true, and when they find out what is true, they think it's untruthful. Isn't that interesting? Now, if we do a who's on first, we know who is in our hearts and who is not in our hearts, but who puts them in our hearts is usually God. I didn't know a person's name who is now the vice president until God placed it on me to look her up. I didn't know an author's name until God gave it to me to look her up. I didn't even think 1 second about a music mogul until God said, look her up and listen and enjoy what she's doing. In life, people have the right to say the truth. And because I am a pendulum professor, because I am a faithful person, because I do produce faith fobs and I use them diligently with the Holy Ghost, I get a lot of prophetic advice about what's about to happen. I also get to point to all the marvelous jerks in our community, which unfortunately no one is smart enough to pick up. But when I do these things, when I get these words out there, people do compensate me for the small amounts of tips that they're given. The only question is, do they let it go, or do they act on it right now before it gets worse, before it harms America further? And in 10 years' time, if they don't handle something today, it could be 100 times worse.